Hey, I'm here to claim a very specific trophy, in that I'm the first person to beat MDE 50 egoless with level 25 Uptie 1 Mariachi Sinclair. Twice. I don't mean he just started at level 25 either. He cleared 415 at level 25. He started at level 22. So how is this possible? He's missing out on over 30 offense levels, giving him the combat capabilities of a wet sock. He doesn't have his passive, he doesn't have his skill 3, and he doesn't have his radioactive skull face paint. Well, it's thanks to him only having one stagger threshold, decent HP, my masochism, and a fucking evade. I planned my approach to specifically reduce as much combat RNG as possible for the first floor. And thank fish I did, because I didn't record the first 5 floors of my winning run. As you'll find out, these are the most important. So I redid the entire run, hence for twice. Now, let's go through getting into the dungeon. Here's my squad. Faust did nothing. We take all but one of the Starlight bonuses because this one gives levels and levels are bad. We take the Poise gifts, which also gives us these, and we select the Mana Music Box, Huge Gift Sack, and the Ashen Blessing. I'll explain these choices during combat so that you can see it in action, and because I'm sick of rapping. First, we have to select the pack for our first floor. Since Sinclair's brought out his fetus powers, this is actually the most important decision of the run. We go with the Unloving for a few reasons. First, it is the only floor 1 pack with 3 nodes, which makes it much more achievable to have 2 event tiles and 1 combat tile before the shop. This is great, as the biggest challenge of this run is just making it to the first shop. Unfocused encounters guarantee that Sinclair's gonna cop a beating, as he doesn't have enough skill slots to be comfortable for like 11 turns, so he's lucky to survive even one of these fights. Secondly, Kanto 2 enemies have the mechanical depth of a puddle, and they don't exploit his weaknesses before the shop. Third, the boss is a focused encounter, so Sinclair can start attacking on turn 2 instead of turn 20. And finally, it can give us frozen cries, which is nice as he's going to be getting hit a lot. As for our gift choices, it's because they line up well with my plan to keep Sinclair on life support until the enemy dies of old age. The music box basically negates his only stagger threshold, and inflicts sinking everywhere once activated. The blessing just makes him tankier, and the gift sack gives 2 further protection alongside slowly generating poise whilst he endlessly tries to evade for 10 minutes. This poise generation is what made this approach possible, as Vinny Frugality and the cigarette holder will eventually give him 4 extra clash power. Finally, why so specifically start at level 22? It's because I somewhat thought about offense levels. His skill 1 and 2 are just inherently nerfed, so at level 22 each skill has 19 offense levels. These Kanto 2 enemies have 51 offense levels at level 55, giving Mariachi these crazy bonuses. But if he survives long enough, he may be able to activate Sin Resonance, giving him up to 11 more offense levels, which largely reduces these penalties. Combine all of that with luck, and 15 minutes later you'll have completed the first stage and have reached the shop. Now we're looking for 2 things. First up is the Emerald Elytra, and we want to upgrade it, so that at every turn start, Sinclair manifests more poise than a modern ID. This, alongside the Endorphin Kit, solves his poise problem for the rest of the run. The other is fusing Clear Mirror and upgrading that as well. This doubles his crit damage and gives you the equivalent of 5 flash power per turn after he crits. Beyond this, it's now just a normal MDE solo. Grab whatever Kim Ji-hoon has it nerfed, heal up Sinclair if he's low, and sit there for 15 hours, pressing evade.